It has been a really busy week. I've had a wedding at the weekend. I was shooting all day yesterday. I am absolutely knackered. But I've been sent a package in the post. I think I know what this is, so let's open it. A Flash Q wireless flash system. The Q20, I think it is. I was sent this. They want me to review it. Apparently it's perfect for mirrorless cameras, so I shall use it with my Fuji. Let's have a look inside. Q20 instructions, triggers to go on top of the camera. What's in here? A little bag to put it in, and what's this? Gels, flash gels. Oh, I see, that angles up like that. Okay, so I've put the little transmitter on the top of my Fuji there. I think they mean that the battery's in this thing actually. It says press this for 3 seconds, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, oh, like a little robot face. That way in there, right. And here we go, on. Oh, disco time. How do I fire it? This button? Oh, there we go. I do like a bit of off-camera flash. Who doesn't? Probably quite a lot of people, because they don't know how to use flash and they're scared of it. Don't be scared of it. It's great. So firstly, I wanted to say I'm not being paid to say anything good about this. I literally just got it sent to me and they asked me to say what I genuinely think of it. So I'm going to tell you what I genuinely think of it. So I played with this for a bit now and I've got the hang of how it works. There's some things that are pretty cool about it. There's some things that are quite limited about it. Let me take you through them. So let's start with the size of this thing. This thing is a hell of a lot smaller than a regular flash gun and a hell of a lot lighter. The flash triggers are also a hell of a lot smaller than a regular flash trigger. They're very basic. They don't do ETTL. They are literally just, you put one on the camera, one on the flash, and it sends the message to flash. You can adjust the power of the flash up and down by these buttons on the back of the trigger on the one that's on the camera, but that's about it. It doesn't send any through the lens information. So you have these two buttons here, very, very simple. Down in power, up in power. So it's all very manual, which is kind of in keeping with the whole Fuji thing they've got going on with the aperture ring and the dials and everything. And I think that's actually quite a good thing. I like that. Sometimes when you're dealing with flash triggers and you're trying to get something done quickly, when you've got someone there sitting waiting for a portrait, having that simplicity is kind of nice. So you put this flash on your camera, you fire it, it fires like a regular flash. But you press this button here, the thing comes off, and it still fires. That's really nice, it's really nice. I love that. Now this flash is pretty basic. It doesn't have a swivelly head, it has a turning head where you can point up to the ceiling, but you can take it off and point it at whatever. It's not quite as versatile as something where you can swivel the head all around in all different directions, so I wouldn't use this for pro work because it needs to be quicker than that. But it's a nice little thing just to put in your camera bag and take out with you because it's so small. So you get these gels as well. They're very, very simple. Simply take one out, you just slide it into the head there. Then you have the flash with the colours you're choosing. So you get a load of different colours that come with it. You can have some more crazy reds and purples and stuff, or you can just use one of the warmer colours to match the flash to a tungsten light, something like that. As well as it being a flash, it also has a light, which can be a video light or a modelling light. It's bright enough for most things. You can switch it into various modelling modes on the back there. What I kind of like with this is because you can have the light on, when you mount the flash in a softbox or something, you can kind of see where the light's falling and you can set it so that it still flashes. I actually really like this feature for off-camera flash portraits because when you've got the flash mounted in a softbox or wherever, sometimes you've got to kind of move it around all the time just to try and get that little kind of perfect triangle of light, to get that Rembrandt lighting or whatever, and your model's sat there and you're doing test after test. It's nice to have a bit of an idea where the light's falling. That's something that's really, really drawn me to this flash. Now these were some shots I tried to take of my friend Laura in a quick kind of portrait setup, very simple softbox. Didn't work quite as well as a big flash gun, but it kind of worked enough to get some decent-ish results. So the downsides of this, obviously it's not really as bright as this, so I wouldn't really recommend this as a replacement for a proper professional flash. It's not really meant for that, I don't think. So because it comes in this little bag and you can have your gels, and this works and you just take it off and it all sort of comes together in one really compact package, you can just take it out with you. You can just shove it in your bag. It takes up no space. Well, it takes up some space, obviously. It's not magic. You can shove this in your bag with your Fuji. You've still got a tiny bag. You can take it around. It's there just in case, because you can just play with it. And I ended up sort of taking it around all different places and just having little creative ideas and just taking it off and go, oh, what happens if I put it behind this or something, and trying that. These little flash triggers are great as well, simply because they're kind of simple and they're just so tiny. You can just put them together and just drop in your bag. I mean, seriously, look at that. Look at them in size compared to a mobile phone. So if I'm taking out a DSLR in a flash, I'll just take these because they're so tiny. You don't notice them in your bag, and it just gives you that opportunity to use off-camera flash if you need it. And while they don't do ETTL isn't something I really use with off-camera flash. If I'm using a series of off-camera flashes, I'll be setting them manually. Maybe that's just me, maybe other people really like ETTL off-camera flash. I can see why you might use it. I find manual works better for me. So that's my review of the LightPix Labs Flash Q20 and the wireless triggers. I'm pretty impressed with this, and for the price I'd say it's really worth it. So just a quick note for those of you who are asking how I edit my photos. I've made a little Lightroom preset pack that you can download. The link is in the description below. I've created some film stock emulation, as well as some geared toward architecture and some geared a bit more towards weddings. I've also made a video where I run through using these presets.